Welcome back. Welcome back, everybody. Well, if you're around my age, there's no doubt that you danced to her music in junior high or high school, or you sang along to her countless hits from the late 80s and early 90s. I'm talking about the one and only Debbie Gibson. Her music helped define a generation, my generation. Just months after her debut on the music charts, Debbie Gibson became the youngest female artist ever to write, produce, and perform a Billboard Hot 100 #1 single at just age 16. Debbie did it again a few years later, finding even more success with her second album. I love that one. Electric Youth spent 5 weeks at #1 and featured her biggest hit yet. Debbie earned Songwriter of the Year recognition, an honor she shared with, are you ready for this, Bruce Springsteen that year. Debbie would go on to perform on Broadway in Les Mis, Cabaret, and Grease, along with acting in TV shows and movies. Now, she's back with her 10th album, her first in 11 years.
This is me not loving you. Ooh, ooh. No more storms to weather.
Well, Debbie never stopped performing, and she's kicking off her summer tour tomorrow night right here in Minneapolis. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Debbie Gibson, everyone. Oh my God! Look at her! Oh! God. Oh. Okay.
Thank you.
Have a seat. Look, I am as gay as a Golden Girls reunion, but you are stunningly beautiful. Oh my gosh.
Thank you.
You have not aged a bit.
Thank you. And listen, I have my little RV on the road with me, parked in front of the hotel, and I got ready in it this morning, so I feel a little like, woo, because we're in rehearsal mode, but we had to come see you on this trip.
Oh my God, I
had
mean,
to come see you. So thank you for saying that, because I was doing the girl thing of like, my eyeliner in my head, you know, nothing was right this morning. So thank you for making me feel good.
No. Let me tell you, everything is right this morning. Everything is right.
Thank you.
How you doing?
I'm great.
How does it feel? And we'll talk about the new music in the next segment, but overall, how does it feel generally to be back on the road? I mean, with the pandemic and everything, is it equal parts tiring and exhilarating?
I mean, listen, it's definitely like road life can be kind of a grind, but we're at the beginning, we're in rehearsals, which is oddly possibly the hardest part, because after this, I can sleep till noon.
Yeah.
You know, this is like the stress of getting it together because we want it to be great. But you know what, more so than being back on the road, it's exciting to be having this moment with new music. Like, it's been a moment for me for like probably since I did the mixtape tour with New Kids on the Block a few years ago.
Yeah.
And my career in the last few years, it's just, I've pinched myself because I'm 35 years into my public career. And I've been in it long enough to know that the moments don't happen all the time. Like, I've been working the whole time.
Yeah.
Doing theater. I've been to Minneapolis with Funny Girl, not Chicago, Cinderella, the Joseph Tour. Like, I've been through here with a lot of theater.
You've been in this building before. We found, I mean, we don't have it right now, but I mean, like, this is your life. But I mean, we were realizing, you came through. You've been here,
So like I've never stopped, but it's lovely when kind of like the pop culture landscape finds you again, and they're like, oh, you're still doing what you're doing. And so, you know, Joey McIntyre and I remade Lost in Your Eyes last year, and we did Vegas dates together. And so it's just been like a really, really sweet career and life moment for me.
When you do look back, though, because I think the reason we had the guys from 98 Degrees on, and we were talking about everything is cyclical.
Yes.
And I think, you know, our era of music is having a moment and has been for about 5 or 6 years. When you go back to the beginning, and I was reading, you know, that package had all of your stats and all of your numbers, which, you know, as a fan, I forgot. When you think of that time, Debbie, in a capsule, what's the first thing that rises to the top when you think of that era of craziness?
So I'm going to say something that's going to make me cry because I'm tired, but it's okay. I think about my mom, who I lost this year. But that is the first thing that comes to mind because she was so instrumental. I always say I wouldn't be having this moment if I didn't have that moment. And I wouldn't have had that moment without her being, can I say badass on your show?
Absolutely.
A badass pioneer woman who really kind of set the tone for the momagers and that female executive who went toe-to-toe with those male executives to protect my creativity, my sanity, and my childhood. And so when I can't think of, sorry.
No,
it's okay. How many of you guys have lost?
I lost my dad. Yeah.
It's, you know, it's only been 4 months, but I celebrate her. And going into this tour, I celebrate her because it's the first tour I'm doing, and she's not present. My amazing manager Heather is, who she actually kind of discovered and mentored. So it's this full circle moment for me, and it's a very bittersweet thing, but that era to me like really belongs, the credit belongs to her.
Because I'm sure you saw it at the height of the craze. And I think about this a lot, it's all about the good foundation. I'm sure you saw contemporaries of yours go down the wrong path because they didn't have your mom. They didn't have somebody to ground them and let them know. Because I always think, I heard this once, that fame is hard for an adult to understand. It's nearly impossible for a kid to wrap their brain around.
Yes, and the thing that was interesting was, like, musically, creatively, in showbiz, I always felt older than my years. I felt in charge, I felt in control, I knew what I wanted, I had a vision. But I took my stuffed animals with me on the tour bus. So I was like running a rehearsal and signing checks, and then I was like playing Pictionary with my little sister Denise and with my dancers, one of whom's here today and has been dancing with me because we went to high school together. He's been dancing with me and choreographing for me since we're 16 and 17 years old. So
I love
like,
that.
But I've always had that, like, without having those people around and that grounding foundation, who knows where I definitely wouldn't be sitting on the couch at the Jason.
Well, I'm telling you. Well, we're just getting started. We have the rest of the hour with Debbie, so go get some coffee and some whatever you're drinking. Be sure, hey, by the way, I'll be there tomorrow too.
Drinking.
Yeah, it could be a Bloody Mary. I don't care. I don't judge. No Judge Judy here.
For me.
Yeah, be sure to get tickets to see Debbie tomorrow night at the Fillmore. It's a beautiful facility. It's such a great venue in Minneapolis. Head to DebbieGibsonOfficial.com. And if you're watching us from our other stations around the country, she's coming towards you. Trust me. We'll be right back. More with Debbie after this. Thank you for doing this.
Thank you.
Welcome back. Fun day. Woke up thinking, I always say this when I wake up, I'm like, oh, I'm really glad we have a show today. I put on the fancy cologne and everything. Anyway, I'm thrilled to have Debbie Gibson on today. She's kicking off her summer tour tomorrow at the Fillmore in Minneapolis, featuring, of course, her greatest hits and new music, including this.
So I'm not missing hearts on the ground, not missing the way you cuff your jeans and sing only in my dreams off key. Not me. This is me not loving you.
Me Not Loving You, from her album The Body Remembers. It is like a muscle, Debbie, but what was it like? Because this is, correct me if I'm wrong, the first album in about 10 years, is that right?
I mean, it was my first original pop album in 20 years.
Oh my goodness.
Heather, how many did I do in the first 15? Like 9?
9, Heather?
Or so. So I like fast-tracked those first 15 years. And then, you know, like I constantly write songs, but I'm a realist. I'm like, this is mediocre, or this is really special. Like, I know the difference. Like, this is staying in my diary, you know? And I felt like the more time that went by, the more I got pickier and pickier. I was like, when I do put something out, I want it to really speak to my audience in the way that those early albums spoke to my audience. And I've been through a lot of life, like, check all the boxes of life things, challenges to overcome, and joys, and all the extremes, and they're all on this album. And you know what's fun about this album is, if you want to just dance and have a good time, it's all there. But if you dig deeper into the lyrics, there are layers to the lyrics. So it's like imparting things if you want that. If you don't, you can just
So there's a little
dance.
Shake Your Love in there, and then a little Only in Your Dreams in there somewhere, both speeds.
There is, so there definitely is, because you know, my career started in the clubs, and I used to play a teen club, a straight club, and a gay club 4 nights a week when I was 16 years old.
Like a royal flush.
Buddy was there.
Yeah.
And you'll meet him in a little while, by the way. But,
you got it.
But I used to say to my mom all the time, I can't wait to get to the gay club.
Oh, yeah.
Because
we will tell you if you suck. We will have no problem. We will tell you. We don't hold back. We'll tell you how good you are, or we'll tell you right away.
I always say this because I also did a lot of gay cruises, which I loved. Cade, who introduced my friend, was on these cruises with me. I always say, like, the gay audience is very discerning, but then also loves to celebrate music. So it's like, and you guys love your women.
We do.
Like, you're like specific female artists, and I'm honored that I get to be one of those.
Oh,
women.
yeah.
I mean, I pinch myself, you know, like.
You're on the. Let's just be clear. You're on the wall at headquarters. I mean, you are. You're like, when we sign in, you're up there. Like you're
like,
in the main hallway.
do you not have a Debbie Gibson album? We're taking your gay card away.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
But seriously, because I feel like there is like a celebratory spirit, but like you said, and I got this when doing a lot of Broadway, like you have to deliver. I have to deliver for the LGBTQ audience. So.
Well, let me tell you, I have evidence. We didn't plan this. We record our pre-show meetings. We do a meeting about an hour before, and we roll on all of it. And this is not planned, but we were talking about the show, and obviously you. This is an unscripted moment with me and my very heterosexual staff. Look.
I'm excited for today with Debbie Gibson.
I am too. Leo, are you excited for Debbie Gibson?
Debbie Gibson. Oh, you know.
Shake your love. Shake your love. I just can't shake your love. Shake your love. I just can't shake.
Oh my God! That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Breaking the stereotype that we all know how to dance. That's right. Yeah. No, complimenting you, going back to your songwriting, and I don't know if the audience knows this, you know, us Uber fans do. Correct me if I'm wrong. You wrote Only in Your Dreams when you were, how old?
I was 13.
Think about that, audience.
And then it was released at 16. And it's funny because I don't know if you saw, if you follow me on social media, I recently had an interaction with Mariah because she had written me a handwritten note at the time saying, like, I said in an interview, like, well, Debbie Gibson has a deal, so I should have a deal. She goes, and I didn't mean it like in an insulting way. I meant it in an inspirational way. And then we were having a banter, and we were reminiscing because she was like, oh my God, your song, Only in My Dreams. And I was like, she needs to record that for me, even just for me. She did in my DMs. But when I set out to write that song, so I wrote a lot of songs, just like I said, like kind of like kids writing diaries, but I put mine to music. But that song, I went to this my parents took me to this Sam Ash music show at one of the little hotel motels on Long Island. And you go from room to room and you look at equipment. And I was like this little weird, freaky techie girl. So I was like, I want the Lynn drum machine because that's what's on every hit record. I was obsessed with the radio, pop music, and my mission was to have a pop hit. So that song, I created this little beat with the Lynn drum machine. You have it in your phone, Heather. We can maybe you have it with you? We could play it maybe later.
Oh, yeah.
So I have the demo, so we're really off the cuff here now.
It's fine.
Yeah. So,
well, let's do this. We got to take a break. Let's do this. I want to finish this on the other side. Plus, we're there. Look, they're going to kind of, sort of try to teach me to dance. You can see Debbie tomorrow night at the Fillmore. Again, head to DebbieGibsonOfficial.com to get your tickets. More with Debbie when we come back. Back in a moment.
I'm like, long story long. By the way.
Happy Pride early. Yeah. This episode won't air in Florida. Yeah. One of Debbie Gibson's biggest hits became a teen anthem in 1989. Remember this? I will never look at that video the same way. That is Electric Youth with a video that was nominated at this year's MTV VMAs. Okay, now I'm back. We've never done this shot before. I'm back with Judge Debbie Gibson. And we're joined by Eddie and Buddy, known as the Bookend Baldies. Give it up, everybody.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, and Debbie's just critiquing. So this is.
Well, I mean, this is an audition. Like, if you're willing to shave your head, you might be able to get in the group. I'm just saying.
We got to take care of that.
Well, that's fun. That's the shaving is the after show. We'll do that. Yeah. Okay, so are we going now? You guys show me some basic moves here.
Okay, so we're going to teach you the chorus, the original chorus from that video.
Because if you guys Buddy's in that video that you just saw with the beautiful mullet.
Red vest and the mullet.
Right there in the red vest. In the red vest.
I used to have a lot of hair. Okay, first things first. You're going to start in what we call a wide second. Do you know that? Okay.
A wide second?
A wide second. Okay, and we're gonna our right hand is gonna push. All right, that's E.
Yes.
Now you're gonna push the left, lek. You're gonna take it out, trick. You're gonna drop it over. Youth, and you're gonna jump it up. Boom.
Oh.
Now you
sorry.
Make sure when you jump
I went early. It's here.
That you smolder. Yeah, you're dancing behind Debbie Gibson. You want face. Yeah.
Okay, let's do it again. Because again, I'm not okay.
Right. So you're out. It's right, left, both, over, arm, and this arm is here.
Oh.
All right.
Okay, is it a jump and then a this?
It's at the same time.
All at the same time.
Okay, I feel there's a little slight like cousin of Vogue. I get it.
Okay. It is Vogue's cousin.
It is Vogue's cousin.
Yeah, second cousin. Okay, here we go.
Here we go. We have the music actually, so let's play it here. Yeah.
Oh, it's a lot quicker than that. So just so you know.
Oh God.
Let's go one more time. Ready?
One more time.
Tempo.
You guys do that, and then you guys show them the rest.
Okay.
All right.
Ready?
Okay,
here we go.
This is the verse. We're still in the verse.
Oh, we're in the verse.
Ready? Just rock with us. Rock with us.
All right.
Are you ready?
I think
Here it comes.
Ready.
Here it comes.
Take it, boys.
And electric youth.
Come on.
Come on, you got it. You got it.
Yes.
He was all ready to do it.
You were repeating.
I was repeating.
Don't
a lot.
feel bad.
Yeah.
This took me like 5 days to learn this choreography.
5 days. I had one half a segment.
It's all right.
And you nailed it.
Thank you.
I made it.
Give it up for Debbie Gibson and the Bookend again. Go see them tomorrow night. I'm going out on a school night. I'll be there. Tickets are available for the show. It's at Fillmore. Head to DebbieGibsonOfficial.com to get your tickets. One more time for Debbie Gibson, everybody. And the Bookend Baldies. We'll be right back.
I love you.
Oh my God, that was